Why is it when you make your kids a meal and you try it and it's really, really nice that they don't like it? Like, I can almost guarantee if it was on my plate, he'd have eaten it off of there, but because I served it to him, for some reason, he just didn't like it. What can I say? He's a fussy kid, and the blander the meal, the better. This meal was not bland. It was actually really, really sweet, so that's why I thought he would like it. To be honest, I am only really speaking about my 3-year-old Isaac, because my 1-year-old Elliot absolutely loved it and had about 3 portions. As you can see, the main part of the meal is roasted butternut squash, so that's probably why it was so sweet. Just started by cubing up half a butternut squash, and then I tossed that in oil and seasoned with some paprika, garlic granules, ginger and cumin. Made sure that was all evenly coated, and then popped that in the oven on 190 for half an hour, but halfway through I did take it out and turn it over. While that was cooking in the oven, I just got a pan of rice on to boil. Whenever I cook rice, I always try and do roughly 1 part rice to 2 parts water. That way you don't have any excess water to drain off at the end. You can just chuck a lid on and let it steam. And then finally, the last thing you want to do is just dice up an onion, and I like to do mine really, really small so that the kids don't even notice it's in the meal. Because let me tell you, if they even detect the slightest texture of onion, that's the meal out of the window. And then I also grated up a couple of apples as well. You could peel the skin off of them if you wanted to, but to be honest, I didn't think it was necessary and I couldn't really be bothered. And then it was just time to fry off those 2 things before combining everything together. So I just started with the onion first, because this does take slightly longer, and once that started to soften, I added in the apple. Mixed that all together, and once that was pretty much soft, I went in with some ground mixed spice. And to be honest, all of the spices and all of the flavours going on in this meal made it a really nice autumn meal. And then, like I said, just time to chuck everything together. So I added in the rice first and just fried that off for a couple of minutes, and then just removed that from the heat and chucked in the butternut squash. When I started making this meal, it was originally just meant to be for the kids, but it was so good and I was so jealous that me and my husband ended up having it for dinner ourselves. But we also decided to add in a few chunks of cooked ham into ours, which I knew the kids wouldn't have appreciated. To be honest, I don't know who I'm kidding. Isaac didn't appreciate it anyway. But Elliot did end up eating his leftovers, so at least one of them appreciated the effort.